All right, guys, I'm so excited for this video because over on my Facebook group in Maynard Mains, I just asked a bunch of guys to submit their hair growth transformation stories. Basically where they started, where they ended up, kind of their story on why they chose to grow their hair out, or any bits of inspirational advice that they could give to other guys who are on the same journey. And I think that's the reason I even have that group, because a lot of guys are feeling like they're alone in this hair growth journey, or that they're being ostracized, or that they're struggling to manage their hair, to grow it out. They're getting pushback from friends and family. The group helps cover everything from even damage, breakage, awkward phases, frizz, even hair loss. You know, we don't give out medical advice, obviously, but there's lots of people who are going through the same journey. So at least you can feel like you're not alone, right? Come join the family if you're not there yet. I'll link to it in the description, but enough rambling, right? I could only pick a handful of transformations. I got a ton of submissions, but I only picked a small amount. So there will probably be a part 2 of this video at some point, but these are some pretty awesome stories, so let's get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so first up, we've got Alex Fox. I love his blonde. He started from an undercut. He obviously got his hair colored. Looks like his natural hair color is a brunette. His curls are super cool. I like both his short and his long hair, actually. I think both styles suit him, but let's check out his story real fast. So he saw this Polish singer perform live on TV. Remember how glorious his long hair was, and decided he wanted to achieve that same look. He basically had short hair his whole life, and it was about time to try something new. His current length goal is down to his chest. With guys with curly hair, it takes a lot longer because your curls are scrunched up and they're not all the way down. So curly haired guys who grow their hair out takes a lot longer, and the struggle is real. Where he's at now is 10.5 months of growth, which is actually really good progress. This is only the hair on the top of his head. He said his sides do need to catch up quite a bit. So I guess this is the top, the sides are probably underneath, but it doesn't look awkward on the side. So that's the cool thing about starting from an undercut. I started from an undercut as well. The top of your hair can kind of cover up the awkward sides as they grow, and you can do this like comb over type of look, or like part one to one way, one to the other way. But eventually the sides will catch up, and then you can just have a stylist sort of even it out and trim it as you go. So he's 23, Swedish guy, used to be horrible at math, but is now studying computer engineering. Wow. Talk about belief in yourself. You can do anything, right? I'm a workaholic, martial artist, Thai kickboxing. I've been to almost every continent except Africa and Antarctica. I'm heavily into music and video games, creating digital art. Very cool, Alex. Dude, your hair looks super awesome. Great progress. Keep it up. 10.5 months. Man, I can't wait to see what your hair is going to be at by 2 years. Let's go on to the next one. So this is Christopher Painter, and I really love his story quite a bit. And he was dealing with androgenetic alopecia, male pattern baldness, right? Let me just read you his story. It's really cool. Firstly, thanks for your content. If it wasn't for your channel, I doubt would have continued my hair growth journey. It has been a big contributor. Thanks, man. But the reason he wanted to grow his hair was he was dealing with hair loss, right? He was dealing with male pattern baldness, and around the turn of the year, he started taking minoxidil and finasteride treatments, and has had incredible results so far. Before I go any further, guys, this guy's story is this guy's story. I'm not advising anybody take minoxidil or finasteride without speaking to a doctor. So please don't like read this story and then go out and do it, because there are potential side effects to these things. Some guys get them, some guys don't. Anyways, like this is what he's doing, and he's doing it with the help of a medical professional. So I just want to get that out there. Like, this is not me advising you to do the same thing if you're dealing with male pattern baldness, but it's working for him, which is awesome. And I love that, because I know a lot of guys deal with that. So it's encouraged him to grow his hair out, and it's not something that he thought he could do with a receding hairline. But his inspiration, Levi Stock and then Creek Man, who are 2 guys on Instagram who have awesome hair as well. And if you guys want, I'll leave this video in the description. This is his own journey with hair loss. You know what? I can probably just pull up a few clips here. So as you saw there, like, he has made significant progress. If you guys want to know the details behind like his dosage, his regimen, how he applies minoxidil, how often he takes the finasteride pills, like, go and watch this video. His before and after is just phenomenal. I think it's really cool. The picture on the left is January the 16th, and this is September the 21st. I think both of them are from 2020. So about 8 months here of progress. Looking good, Christopher. Keep it up. I love that you have taken action and combated your male pattern pattern baldness and your struggle with hair loss, keep it up, man. All right, let's jump to the next one. So this is Ken Kerwin. There's a 7-year difference in these photos. So he's had long hair for a long time, but his story is pretty cool. So he started growing his hair out when he was 7. When he was 14, you know, his teenage friends pressured him to cut it off, and then he regretted it and started growing it back again. And then 7 years later, he's still going strong. So he talks about how cutting my hair off when I was 14 put me into a deep depression. I hadn't really cared for my hair before I cut it. I just always had long hair. But once I cut it, I realized how much it actually meant to me and how much a part of my identity it was. I think that's so true. Like a lot of guys, when they have short hair, they get haircuts. And I mean, short hair definitely is a part of your identity as well. You realize how much of you it really becomes. When it started growing back, I had this extreme appreciation. I started styling it, buying products, researching different hair care regimens, and this brought me out of depression and felt like I had rediscovered myself. Growing your hair out is not a journey from short to long. It's an endless learning experience. I made many mistakes, had a lot of good and bad hair days, had days where I wanted to cut it off and days where I felt like I had no idea what I was doing. But I have no regrets and I've enjoyed the journey. So he's 20 and he moved to Finland to pursue a career. Oh wow, that's cool. And icebreaker ships at sea. Wow. My hair is still getting used to the climate difference, but I get tons of compliments and I see more long-haired guys than I've ever seen in my life. The long hair movement is happening for sure. 7-year difference here. So dude, I love the curls, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I think this is an amazing transformation and the beard just adds to it. Looking good, bro. All right, let's jump to the next one. So this is Sabik. Between his first photo and this photo is 18 months difference. So there's a 1.5 years of growth. Looks about right, starting from where he's starting to almost to his shoulders, 1.5 years to hit that. So I bet at 2 years, it'll be below your shoulders and it'll be looking really good. But I love just look how big of a difference long hair and facial hair makes. He's only 1.5 years older, but he looks like he went from a teenager to like a wise, maybe 30-year-old. It's just phenomenal, the difference you see here. I started growing my hair because I hated having short hair and getting the same old haircuts from the barbers was boring. I wanted something new and also something that would give me some uniqueness. Short hair never felt unique to me. Are the main reasons that inspired me to keep growing. I was influenced by pop culture actors, historical figures, and he left us an inspirational quote. In life, you have 2 choices. Follow your dreams or let others define what your dreams should be. And I would even add to that, like follow your dreams or help someone follow theirs. Because if you're not following your own dreams, then you're helping someone else follow their dreams. Love the hair, love the slight waves that you have, love the addition to the facial hair. Maybe trim the beard just slightly just to clean it up a little bit and tidy it. But dude, looks phenomenal. Let's jump forward. All right, this is Ray. And when I saw the difference between his buzz cut, like Ray, you have amazing hair, dude. I love the waves, love the curls. I think this looks so cool. I've been growing my hair out for 1 year. So this is a 1 year difference from a buzz cut to this in 1 year. That's crazy progress, man. You look like a totally different person to me. Anyways, let's jump back. But I have a ways to go before I reach my goal. So still on the journey. It's been a good one up to this point. My main reason for growing out, somewhat spiritual, but I was just tired of being part of the crowd. I think that's something a lot of guys are seeing is that as they grow their hair out, they start to stand out and they don't blend in. I feel like I've always had long hair on the inside. So this is my outward expression. So, you know, like that's a really good point. This is true for hair, for grooming, for style. If you want people to see who you are on the inside, like the best way to show that is how you present yourself. Thanks for your support. I didn't join the group until a bit later, but whenever I would have a question or get down on myself in the awkward stage, I'd watch one of your videos, keep me going. And now I'm part of a very loving community and I consider all of those guys my brothers. The community is so awesome. I'm really glad you're there and you've gotten value from it. All right, Ray, phenomenal progress. 1 year. I can't even wait to see what it's going to be like in 2 years. Seriously, good job. All right, jumping on. Dude, this is Mike. Like, this is one of my favorite transformations of the whole thing. Like, Mike, dude, you look like a rock star. You go from looking like a good looking dude, boom, rock star status. I just think the long hair on you looks amazing. So you've had medium to long hair most of your life, usually got bored of it and cut it. Not this time. I'm going strong and will not cut my hair until I reach my goal. Until you reach your goal, I wonder what your goal is. This is like what most guys' goals are. Like this is what my goal is. I'm not even where you are. Mike, if you're watching this, drop a comment and let me know what your goal actually is. So the main reason for growing my hair out is that long hair is extremely unique. unique, don't want to look like everyone else around me, definitely stand out in a crowd. And I've been growing my hair for over 3 years. So this is a 3-year difference. I guess starting from a comb over, I definitely stand out in a crowd. I just imagine you just walking in and just heads turning because hair is epic, bro. Great job. Awesome progress. All of these guys' stories. I hope you guys are finding inspiration from this because they're inspiring me. Like, I want to keep growing. I want to hit this. This is pretty cool, man. All right, let's jump forward. Okay, so this is me here. I love this transformation. Just a huge difference. The hair is amazing. Your story starts back in 2012. You were learning to play the drums. So I was already into heavy metal music, but never knew any instruments. And I got into a band, played a few shows, and realized, man, I look like a child behind the kit. You also hated the whirling pattern. You hated your cowlick. So that's when I tried to grow it out. Mighty Awkward stage showed up. Everyone just pulled themselves away from me for being unusual. I then proved myself as the hooting from a live crowd during a show increased as you started headbanging, dude. Headbang moment, man. Hell yeah. A few years into being a long-haired guy, I started having trouble with hair fall. I wasn't taking much care. One day it got to me and I had the whole thing cut down and you regretted it. So this picture on the left is from 2018. Okay, so this is 2 years of growth here. The current length I've got by watching Trav White videos. Motivation doesn't stop. Glad I found your channel. Guys, it's always about what you feel inside yourself. I got bullied many times due to my long hair, but I just said, be cool. They're just jealous. I ended up getting so much respect from the same people later, and today we're great friends. When it comes to like the bullies about long hair, it's just gonna happen. Like, guys have a perspective in their mind of how a quote unquote man should look without realizing that men have had long hair in history more longer than they've had short hair, right? As long as you have the confidence to pull it off, do it.
Do it! Just do it!
Great job. Love it. If you have any videos of you rocking out on the drum kit, like, send them over. I'll put a link in the description. This is super cool, man. Great work. Okay, this is Samuel. This picture is in May and this is in June of this year. So about a year and a month of hair growth here. So great progress, Sam. Let's see. For about 4 to 5 years through junior high school, I had undercut, quiff style, felt confident about it. When I went off to college, had a tentative plan to grow my hair and facial hair. I was studying vocal performance and I was in an opera. One day the director asked all the men in the cast to not cut our hair or shave. So I finally had a reason and an excuse to let my hair grow. The opera came and went and I liked the way it looked. So I decided to keep going on my hair growth journey and it has continued to help me be considered for roles in opera and musical theater scene. That's really interesting as you grow your hair out. So guys in the entertainment industry and the acting, if you want to be kind of considered or have an opportunity to get the part and get the role, growing your hair out could help that. You just look different and it helps you stand out and it could help you get the part. Sam goes on to say, I know I'm lucky to have thick and healthy hair genes, so it's easier for me to remain well groomed. I receive pushback, but this is a normal thing for men growing their hair. And I will say, as long as you keep your mane well groomed and are confident in yourself, people will notice and love your hair. I totally agree. It is all about confidence at the end of the day. So thank you, Samuel. Good luck on your musical journey, man. Hopefully I'll see you in an opera one day, or maybe you'll put out some music on your own. I don't know what your goals are, man, but keep it rocking. So this guy, Michael Wynn, I love his transformation from a buzz cut to like this awesome kind of half bun. Buzz cut September 21st, 2019. So this is exactly a year to the day. I never grew my hair out before and is also a way to teach myself patience and consistency. I like the samurai messy man bun hairstyle for some time, so I thought I'd give it a try. For sure, dude. Definitely got the samurai vibes going. I just imagine like a samurai sword on your back. Really cool to see the stigma of men having long hair being lifted, as I find a stereotypical view of what defines masculinity. And seeing more guys grow their hair and being comfortable in their own style is inspirational. The Maynard Mains group is a perfect example of men encouraging each other. A year difference here. And one thing I will say is a lot of guys don't like this little bit right here that is coming out. It doesn't fully reach his bun, and this little bit here that doesn't fully go back. A lot of guys get annoyed by this and they would say that they're in this awkward stage, which you can say that, but in my opinion, I really think that this hanging out down in the front adds to the look. Almost like this I care but I don't care vibe. So good on you, Michael. Great progress. 1 year of hair growth. I can't wait for 2 years. We need to come back and do like another 2-year update for these guys. So Kobe, I'm saving the best for last because this guy, Kobe, is an inspiration. His story is phenomenal. And I'm not going to go into the details simply because I want to respect his privacy, but I will share what he's given me permission to share with you guys. But first off, before I get into it, dude, your hair, man, is phenomenal. It's epic, man. The flow, the waves, obviously looks like you've had it styled a bit, like maybe a stylist, the way they cut it, adding layers. It just looks awesome. I showed my wife this picture. She's like, holy crap, this guy has better hair than me and you, Travis. I was like, you're absolutely right. He does. And this is where he started, with nothing, and this is where he is now. I do want to share a story. So the left photo, this photo. All-time shortest at a point when I just got out of a major surgery after being diagnosed with a terminal illness, and I lost my hair along the process. I would always wear a hat coming from that illness and never really thought of growing my hair out. So in January of 2018, when I was leaving my previous job, I thought it's time to let it grow. In terms of hair growth, I really just one day decided I want to see it grow again. After shaving it for years after my ordeal, nothing really special when it comes to regimen. I ate healthy, got really used to eating healthy during recovery, and gained your weight back. And you just want to say thanks for the community. From what started as a community of guys wanting to grow long hair, it's become an escape and a great support system for me. Kobe, dude, you are an inspiration. Seriously, and you're a warrior. I don't know everything that you've been through, but I imagine that it's a lot. For any guys out there struggling with a diagnosis or something like that, just look at this guy. Kobe, dude, I just want to say, man, you're awesome, and keep fighting. It's very inspiring. So keep it up. You're a warrior, bro. So that's it, guys. All right, guys, so that's everything. Those were 10 amazing hair transformation stories. I really hope you guys found inspiration from that. Drop a comment if you like this type of video, you want me to do something like this again. I had tons of submissions and I couldn't get to everybody. So there might be a part 2 of this video coming down the line, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.